Hello everyone, Ron here from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and this time I'm talking about don't be afraid of your schedule. Some people get very nervous, or they just don't like the idea of keeping a schedule. They think it's a trap, they think it's an imprisonment or something like this, and they just don't want it. They want to continue on with their day and their week without jotting things down, without actually having a plan. Now, you might write things down on notes and sticky notes and things, but you don't really have a schedule. You don't really know when you're going to do major projects and when you're going to plan the research for that and when you're going to do the final draft. So you don't really have a full plan or an idea of when these things are going to happen. And if you're a student at school, when is your homework going to happen consistently? What days and times are you going to do projects that come up unexpectedly that might not fit into your regular homework schedule? So you should always try to keep a schedule. And I use my day timer. I also do a to-do list because I like to check things off as I do them today, and I usually have a to-do list for tomorrow. I use mostly my book and paper, but I use Trello online for lists for the future, so possible blog ideas, websites I want to check out, things of that nature, and you can coordinate those. And there are lots of online organizers and places where you can schedule as well. Just make sure that you have access to it when you need to. I like my book. I know it's old-fashioned, but it's very easy for me to change things quickly. I just grab it, change it. I don't have to sign in. I don't have to play around with colors or anything else. It's just very, very simple. So try to make, if it's an electronic schedule, try to make it as simple as possible. The idea is that it actually frees up time for you. It shouldn't make you imprisoned. It should free you up. So you don't just schedule your work activities. Try to schedule in when you're going to do your hobbies, when you're going to have fun time, movie time, all of these things, your meals. Now, that sounds really structured. I must eat now. I must do this now. But no, it doesn't have to be that structured, but it needs to be fairly tight around your work schedule, around your homework schedule or study times. It can be a little more loose around some of the free time or the other times, but at least then you know you have that time. If you're going to sit down for 1 hour Thursday night to do your homework or to write to start writing an essay, you probably won't write the whole thing in 1 hour, but then do that and focus on that and be fully engaged on that, and that will free up your time. There are a couple of different kinds of people who don't schedule or almost never schedule anything, and one of them, it's people who are at work all the time. They never shut off because they're constantly having to remind themselves of what they need to do and what they have to do next, etc., because they don't have a plan. So it's constant. The other kind are the people who only do things when they're told to. So read chapter 6 to 8 tonight. And so they'll do that and nothing else. And that's not a great plan either. Well, it's not a plan at all. You're just doing as you're told. And so again, you're not really engaging with the material because you're just doing as you're told and you're hoping that will work. You might show up to class and you're hoping that might work too. It won't work well unless you're engaged, and being engaged, I think, means having a schedule, having a plan so that you know what you're doing and when you're doing it, and then you really focus on it. And that's the point. Sitting down to do homework. Okay, I'm going to sit down and do my homework at 7 o'clock. Well, I have students who tell me they did homework for 4 hours. They didn't do homework for 4 hours. They sat there for 4 hours. They did some homework. They had good intentions, and I think they honestly believe they did it for 4 hours. But were you actually doing any work for that period of time? It was probably a much shorter period of time that you needed to do what you had to accomplish. If you knew for sure that you had from 7 to 8 to get this done, you would have got a lot more done in a much shorter period of time. So please try to use a schedule. It will really help you not only for your work, your studies, but also to free up time for other things that you can fully enjoy, all of them, It's a great feeling when you accomplish something, when you get something done on time and you're ready to hand it in, or you're ready to close the book because you finished for today and you really truly did the work. Now you really have free time. So don't be afraid of your schedule. It doesn't imprison you. It actually can free you up, and it makes you responsible for your own education, which is so important. I always go on and on about that. It's what I'm writing about in the book that I hope to get finished soon. I keep saying that. I have a schedule for that too, but it keeps getting pushed because of COVID and other things. Don't forget about the read along series. I am planning on doing a YouTube live for the discussion part next time. That's going to be something a little bit different, and we might do some other YouTube lives as well. We'll see how that goes, and we're going to try that out. So check out the read along program. Keep a schedule, keep studying, and keep having fun. Learning can be fun. It's up to you to make it that way, though. It's Ron from L.T.L. Tutoring Central. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell just beside subscribe, and like the video if you do. I hope you do. If you have any questions, let me know below if you're watching on YouTube, or check out the website. I'll leave a link below for that as well. And you can send me an email if you have any questions or comments, or if you would like to take some personalized courses. That would be great. Okay, bye-bye for now.